That don't sit right with me. I mean, girl, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta keep dragging this out. Well, I gotta impress. I already got a man. Maybe something ain't right down there. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Cameron and I'm so glad that you decided to click on this video. If you have some time, go ahead and check out some of my previous videos, and if you decide that you like me and my content, go ahead and click that red subscription box below to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by today's title, this video is going to be all about hygiene and what I learned growing up over the years. Since I am a woman, this video is dedicated women and our hygiene. If you're a man watching this, I am so sorry. As the great Ari Lennox once said, all them in here leave please. I'm just playing, but like I said, this video is for women, so if you're not interested in that, just go ahead and click off the video. I thank you for just checking me out anyway. Now that I've gotten all of that out the way, today I am coming to you with 7 hygiene tips that I knew that I needed, but I really didn't apply until I became a woman. So if you're interested in this type of content and wanting to know what tips I'm about to give you all, please continue to watch. So our first tip is obvious. I mean, everybody says it in every hygiene video, but that should make you realize how important it is. First tip is to drink your water. Drink your water, especially on your cycle. I say to make sure you drink water consistently, but especially while you're on your cycle, because there are a lot of fluids exiting out of your body during that precious time. All of those fluids just exiting out of you, you have to replenish those, you know, make yourself feel good. Have you ever felt like you were just drained while you were on your cycle? I know I have, and looking back at it, it's because that I really wasn't consuming water like I should have been. Fun tip about me, when I'm on my cycle, I like potatoes, so I like fresh French fries from McDonald's. I like a nice large Sprite from McDonald's as well, and I try to get that well, let me rephrase that. I used to get that probably 2 to 3 days out of my cycle, and of course it was leaving me like feeling so heavy and so bloated and just not feeling very good. But once I learned that you had to replenish what was exiting out of you, you know, Sprites and potatoes and stuff, that's not really good for you, you know, that's not really good. And you know, I'm slowly realizing that, but you know, I still need a little help. But overall, it's not really good. So now I try to incorporate more water and more fruits. I don't feel heavy or anything like that on my cycle when I do these things. I think it's better for your overall health too. Not only does the water help me feel less heavy and bloated throughout my cycle, it also helped me clearing up my hormonal acne. That's one thing I struggled with too while I was on my cycle. I would always get hormonal acne on my chin and on my forehead, but I found that once again, once I started incorporating water and fruits and a little bit of vegetables, like my skin doesn't even break out a lot, if any, when I'm on my cycle. So overall, that leaves me with a fresh face, smooth skin, and you know, I won't have to worry about that dreaded hormonal acne that I knew my period was gonna come because it would pop up. Now it's just like a guessing game if I don't log it into my flow calendar on my phone. That's one thing that I found out growing up, because baby, oh Kim, maybe I'll be calling Kobe, can you stop by McDonald's and get me some fries and a Sprite, please? Now I'm just like, let me get my little tumbler, let me fill my little cup up with all this water and just make sure I drink it constantly throughout the day. My second tip is to make sure you are changing out your underwear every 6 months. As I said, every 6 months. Now, I don't know who's been following this regimen all their lives. Honey, I know I haven't. I have been a girl that says, okay, as long as I can fit my underwear, I don't need to buy any more. I'm laughing, but that's the truth. That is how I've been, you know, upgrading and buying my underwear. As long as I can still fit it, and ain't no need for me to buy any more. But y'all know, us as women, we all have discharge. We have discharge before our periods, after our periods. Sometimes sometimes in between. I mean, we just have discharge. That's just a part of womanhood. And you know, you discharge and you don't really know you discharging. It seeps into your underwear. Although you wash your clothes, it's still going to leave a distinct smell or aroma. It's still gonna leave that stuff, even though you washed it. So it'll have this distinct smell on top of the laundry detergent that you use to wash your clothes. It's just a lot of fluid seeping into the fabric. And I don't know about y'all, but that don't sit right with me. And you know, with fluids cause odor, it's more prone to cause an aroma when you have friction, especially in these hot summer months. I mean, girl, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gotta keep dragging this out. You know what I'm talking about. In order to just, you know, disregard all of that, you have to change. Well, I'm not saying you have to, but it's recommended. I'm recommending you to change your underwear out every 6 months. This doesn't mean you just go out and get the expensive Victoria's Secret, Fenty. Another tip about me, baby, I be wearing these Hanes drawers, honey. Well, I gotta impress. I already got a man. Being so silly, but y'all, I'm so for real. Well, I'm recommending y'all to change out your underwear, all of your underwear, but especially your cycle underwear. You know, all of us, we have special underwear for that time of the month. Accidents are prone to happen. Little spillage here or there, little discharge. You think you over it and you're not over it. I mean, come on now. Like I said, we are women. You know what I'm talking about. In order to decrease the aroma that may be coming from that area when you are moving and when you're doing your daily tasks in life, go ahead and just create a budget to upgrade your underwear every 6 months. My third tip is to wash with an antibacterial soap. No scents. An example of an antibacterial soap is Dial. Dial has been around for a long time. And you know, I gotta take this advice as well. I'm not telling y'all these tips just because I researched them or anything like that. One thing about me, I love me a good Dove body wash, a Dove scent. You know, I like to be smelling like roses and vanilla and stuff like that, but we gotta come into reality. We weren't meant to be smelling like roses and vanilla 24/7. Back in the day, they weren't smelling like that. I'm not saying that you have to completely get rid of the Dove, the Olay, EOS, however you pronounce that. I'm not saying that you gotta get rid of that entirely, but you should first cleanse with an antibacterial soap in the beginning to make sure you get all of that dirt and gunk and bacteria off of your body. And then you can go back in with your Dove, your Olay, your EOS, whatever you may be using. And make sure I clarify that you use the antibacterial soap in your intimate areas. Armpits, cooter, booty, all of that. Don't be using that Dove and Olay and EOS and all of that in your intimate areas. You're gonna be prone to BV. That's what you're gonna be prone to. You're trying to smell all good and fresh for your man. Baby, you finna go to the hospital, come out with a yeast infection. No, ma'am. Like I said earlier, we weren't meant to be smelling like roses and daisies 24/7. Everybody has a smell. And if you say you don't have a smell, you're a different type of person. Because every woman has a smell. Even men have a smell. So there is nothing for you to be ashamed about if you do have a smell. Everybody has their own significant scent. And you need to be grateful for that. As long as you ain't smelling like fishy or anything like that, girl, it's a part of your body. Oh, sorry, I have to double back. When I say wash with an antibacterial soap, that does not only mean for you, but for your partner as well. Let me pause. This is for the grown-ups, but this is between me and you grown ladies. If you are having an intimate time with your partner and you're not using any rubber protection and they use scented soap like Dove, like Olay, anything like that on their intimate parts, call your doctor again, because you could be prone to a yeast infection, EV, anything could go wrong. So you have to make sure not only you are bathing with an antibacterial soap for your intimate areas, but also make sure they are bathing with an antibacterial soap their intimate areas as well. It'll just make everything much smoother. Speaking of washes, we're going into tip number 4. It is not necessary for you to be washing your intimate areas with a feminine wash. It's not necessary. I believe we are in a recession. Everything is expensive. And if you go into Target, Walmart, Dollar Tree, wherever, you will see that these feminine washes are almost $9 to $15. Like, they are somewhere in that range. And child, soap is already $10. So you finna add another $9 or another $15 on top of that? Girl, what? If you got money, go ahead. I salute you, girl. I salute you. But I'm telling you that it is not necessary in order for you to have good hygiene. It is not necessary. I mean, it's kind of like wasting money. And I know you may be thinking, Cameron, haven't you bought that in the past? I have. I have realized how much money I've been wasting because TikTok is telling me what's good, what's bad, all of this. I'm going off the pure brains of TikTok. But honey, you have to sit down and do your research about these things. I was a big advocate for Honey Pot. Honey Pot came out, it was good in the beginning, and then they switched up their formula. And then now, girls ain't saying it's good no more. I haven't been using Honey Pot since they switched up their formula. So I've just been off this regular soap, and it's been holding me. And you have to think about it. Our grandmas, they didn't have all of these feminine washes, all of this stuff, all of this new stuff that is out in the world now. They didn't have all of this. And then you look at them and they had 10, 15 kids. Baby, they didn't need no feminine wash. All they needed was a good bar of soap. A good bar of soap and some water, and they got them kids, baby. If the man wants you, he gonna accept you for how you are. As long as you are washing your surface area with antibacterial soap, cleansing real good, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Like I said earlier, if you are feeling like you are smelling, that's beyond my knowledge. I would tell you to call up your doctor and say, hey, can I come in for a scheduled visit? Baby, something ain't right down there. Long as you was just cleansing real good, not putting the soap inside your intimate areas. When I say wash the surface area, I literally mean the surface area. You should not be taking your towel, fingers, or however you wash and putting it inside. Oh no, ma'am. Infection is what you're gonna have. Wash the surface area and you should be good to go. Tip number 5 is to start flossing. I had a hard time with this growing up. I just thought they was telling me to floss just because, you know, it was the dentist. The dentist just gonna tell me, you know, you gotta floss. Shout out to Dr. Ely. She would always say, girl, you gotta floss and make sure you are taking the floss and going in between each tooth and stuff like that. I didn't take flossing seriously until I got to this big age at 24. You really need to floss your teeth day and night. All of that food that we consume throughout the day, it can get stuck in between your teeth, and then if you don't floss, it'll stay there, and then it'll start to rot, and then you'll develop a cavity, and maybe that tooth will start to rot. And it's just a lot that could go wrong. So all you have to do is just floss, girl. Just floss and just save yourself of the headache of a cavity and save some money. Because when I tell you that I did not take this seriously, and I had 3 cavities last year, and I had to get them filled, and the cost of it, and my mouth was numb, no ma'am. You gonna catch me flossing every single night, baby. Make sure you are flossing. Make sure you are brushing that tongue, because a lot of bacteria lives in our mouths. Flossing prevents you from cavities, gum diseases, all of that unwanted, expensive things. Nah. Save your money, child, and just floss. You don't have to use the little stringy floss, because I know it's hard to get in the back of your mouth flossing with that string. Baby, I use those little green toothpicks and just go all around in my mouth. And make sure you are, it's hard to demonstrate, but just make sure you are scrubbing right and left, right and left. You wanna make sure you're getting all of that stuff. And if your gums start to bleed, it means you're not flossing often. That means your gums are sensitive because you are not flossing. Don't be discouraged by a little bloody gum or something like that. No, just keep on flossing and your gum will get used to it. Your mouth, your teeth, your breath, that is something something that a person notices when they first meet you. So make sure you are keeping up with your oral hygiene. You gotta make sure your breath is tip-top shape if you got a man. Same for him too. Make sure he is flossing and brushing his tongue, brushing his teeth day and night. That is so disgusting. You have a man kiss on you, kiss on all your parts, and they don't have good oral hygiene? Couldn't be me. You have to make sure that you and your partner have good oral hygiene. Tip number 6 is to make sure you are moisturizing your body. Moisturize your body, girl. I need to take this tip because, baby, if you know me in person, I am always ashy. I'm always ashy, y'all. I forget to put on lotion. Gosh, I get that from my mama. My mama was an ashy girl too. Make sure you are moisturizing your body, especially in the wintertime, but all year round. You know, I know it's kind of hot and sticky and you don't want all that lotion gliding off for you this summer, but moisturize your body. It's gonna do your skin good. You don't want to be old, wrinkling, and cracking at 25 years old, Cameron. So you gotta make sure you are moisturizing your body. You are more prone to age a lot faster if you don't use moisturizer to make sure your skin is looking good. We want to be looking good clothes wise. We want our face to be smooth and free of acne and stuff. We gotta make sure the rest of our body is looking really good and smooth and cared and nurtured for. If you don't, you will regret it in the long run. We always say black don't crack unless you do crack, but it will indeed crack if you don't moisturize your body and take care of your skin. We are coming up on my last and final tip for you guys tonight. Make sure you are using wipes after you use the bathroom. Make sure you are using wipes after you use the bathroom. This could go for doing a number 1 and doing a number 2. You know, growing up for me, it was tissue. But now that I have incorporated the use of wipes, I can never just go back to just using tissue. And when I say use wipes, I am talking about fragrance-free wipes. None of that lavender type wipes, none of that. I am talking about fragrance-free wipes. Hold on, let me show y'all what wipes I use. In this house, we use the Cottonelle flushable wipes, cleansing water and cleaning ripples. This is fragrance-free. It says hypoallergenic wipes. Yes, ma'am. We are not using any of those scented wipes. And you can even use baby wipes, unscented baby wipes. Just make sure you are incorporating using wipes. Wipes can make you feel very fresh after a long day. It is hot out them doors these days, and you may need to freshen up a little bit. Go to the bathroom and just give yourself a little wipe down. Use wipes when you do number 1, and especially when you do number 2. Like I said, I grew up just using tissue, and you know, this is probably just like TMI. You know, when you using the tissue and you just keep wiping and wiping and wiping, and it's like you just not getting all of it. This is when the wipes come in. This is what the wipes is for. The tissue, it just smears all of that stuff. It smears it. It smears. You get a wipe, it glides, it picks everything up. It pick you up, yeah. Tissue is just hard, it's rough. Another little TMI. You know, sometimes you just be wiping and wiping and it feel like your booty hole is just burning because you just keep wiping and wiping. But I'm so sorry, y'all, but this is like real deal, like life, y'all. Like, we sisters. But your booty hole just be burning because you just wiping and wiping, trying to get all this stuff out, making sure you are fully clean. But when you have a wipe, you know, it's very smooth, it's not rough, it's just gliding, just making sure you are clean. All we want is clean, good hygiene. I promise you, you incorporate wipes into your regimen, you're gonna feel clean. Again, and I said that I was just gonna give y'all 7 tips, but I do just have to give y'all one more, and this is just a bonus tip for you ladies. I have mentioned several times that it is hot outside. Back in the day, my mama used to say when the weather ain't never been this hot. When it was hot, she would say that it was panty changing weather out here. Now it's more the panty changing weather out here. It's whole wardrobe changing weather out here. The bonus tip that I'm gonna share with y'all this evening is just to pack an extra pair of underwear in your purse, especially during these summer months. I've already mentioned before that when you walking and doing your daily routines, especially in this heat, you can work up a sweat. Sweat comes with odor, and I don't have to get technical because we are ladies, we know, but it'll just be easier to just pack an extra pair of underwear, put it in your purse, put it in your car. When the time is right, when it is needed, go ahead and change. It'll make your life a little bit easier. It'll make you feel a little bit more fresh. I tell you, the white combo and new pair of underwear, baby, it'll never fail you. Never fail you. That is it for all of my tips, my hygiene tips, the ones that I have learned and started incorporating into my adult life. I'm not a full adult yet. I'm only 24, so I know there are many more lessons that I'm going to learn throughout my life's journey. Those are the most useful hygiene tips that I have incorporated in my adulthood, my 24-year-old life. You like this video and y'all want more tips, y'all just let me know. If y'all want more fun chats like this, y'all just let me know. Like, I like doing research and just want to help others improve in all areas. I enjoy doing this type of stuff. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in my next video. All right, bye.